Here are the starting lineup. First for the visiting North Park University Vikings. Number 2, a 5'6" junior from Elkhart, Indiana, Aaliyah Hirschberger. Number 4, a 5'7" sophomore from Hortonville, Wisconsin, Naomi Kaskovich. A 5'11" junior from Chicago, number 11, Teresa Morrissey. Number 20, a 5'8" senior from Evanston, Illinois, Shay Bowen. And a 5'10" junior from Kokomo, Indiana, number 25, Carolyn Long. The Vikings are coached by Annie Radenkovich. Here are the starters for your Wheaton College Thunder. A 5'7" junior from Castaic, California, number 13, Lily Caddo. Number 22, a 5'9" junior from New Orleans, Louisiana, Petra Trumbach. A 5'10" senior from Falls Church, Virginia, number 24, Kate Oliver. Number 30, a 5'9" senior from Pekin, Illinois, Grace Kaiser. And number 32, a 5'11" junior from Peatone, Illinois, Jenna Hunter. Wheaton is coached by Kent Madsen, assisted by Joanna Gakowski and Tori Henning. Our officials this afternoon, Chris Harrow, Felix Wynn, and Vincent Brooks.
Welcome to this conference matchup between the Wheaton Thunder and the North Park Vikings. Stephanie, don't we have a good one tonight?
Yes, we do. The North Park Vikings, despite only having one win in conference play right now, their numbers suggest that they are better than they look. And Wheaton College, this is a must-win game. I talked to Kate Oliver on Friday, senior forward, and she said this is a must-win game in all senses of the word.
Absolutely. The Thunder coming to this one losing on the road against Augustana 46-58. Kate Oliver 11 points in that one with 5 steals. Caddo 10 points. She's continuing to play well. Trumbach 9 rebounds. Unfortunately, 30 turnovers in that game. Something they're going to want to clean up here against the Vikings. Early shot there from Caddo will be no good. Now the Vikings come into this one with only one conference win. However, that win was a 61-60 victory against Augustana, the team the Thunder just lost to.
Yeah, I watched a brief snippet from that game, and North Park was down pretty much the whole game until the last 30 seconds of the game, and so they are a team who is built for adversity despite what their record shows. They're here to play tonight, or this afternoon, I should say.
It's a good cut. High off the glass, won't go. Almost corralling her own rebound was Morrissey. Morrissey with 12 points, and their loss at Carroll, 63-79 loss. Hirschberger 14 points, Bowen 12 points, 8 rebounds. Get a shot clock violation early. First turnover here. Long adding 10 points and 6 rebounds in that matchup as well. In that loss, the Vikings only turned the ball over 13 times, forced 8. Might see the turnover battle, especially this Thunder team. It's a good stealing team. They like to force turnovers and score off of them quickly. Relying on that defense. Oliver now. Working inside through the contact. Jenna Hunter, she's definitely a nightmare matchup for anyone underneath. Quickly bringing Morrissey back in. And imagine that's the matchup we're going to see on Hunter inside the paint. First free throw rattles in, getting the scoring started. That one's short. A tie up here. Caddo Peterson. Vikings will take possession off the tie-up. That pass nearly given away. Held on to by Hirschberger. She'll drive in, kick out. Reset things up top to Long. Strong take through the contact of Hunter. Caroline Long, 5th in the conference in rebounding. She can score too. She'll also be matched up down low against Hunter. That mid-range won't go. The Vikings will push the pace. Caroline Long, once again, no good, but will send herself to the line. And they got that foul on the floor before the shot. Good defense, forcing a tough shot. It's Trumbach. Oliver on the rebound. Oh, good hesitation move. And the finish. She certainly is quick, isn't she?
Yeah, and I would expect Wheaton to really want to attack the paint with Oliver and Jenna Hunter. Hunter was kept to 7 points last game against Augustana after scoring 18 and 20 respectively in the 2 games before.
There she was with the defense on Long that time. Gonna get an offensive foul. Cato left her feet. Went right into Shea Bowen.
That was a good take by Bowen. Feet were set and everything.
Yeah, once you leave your feet, she had nowhere to go. Cato tried to dish it back at her. Momentum carried her right in. So it'll be the Vikings on the ball. Hirschberger's been quiet early. She leads the conference in average minutes played per game, 38.2. So she nearly never comes out. As that mid-range goes for Caroline Long.
Yeah, I did the math, and Hirschberger has only spent 34 minutes on the bench this whole season, Tyler. That's crazy.
Yeah, she is a player that the Vikings can ill afford to have on that bench. It's miscommunication there. Leaves Hunter wide open. Oliver able to find her. Yeah, Hirschberger is effective with those minutes. 14 points in that last matchup, as we mentioned. And a good cut, unable to finish, though, was Morrissey. Hirschberger averaging 14.7 a game, scoreless so far.
Yeah, and she also leads the CCIW with 41% from 3. She doesn't take a ton of threes, but when she does, she's pretty effective.
Yeah, we'll look to see if she can get going. That's Trumbach with a tough take. Can't finish underneath. Gets the steal, though. Hunter pulls up from the free throw line, no good. See how fast the Vikings play this one. They'll slow it up. Peterson finding Long, guarded by Hunter. Picks up her dribble. Three-pointer, oh, in and out. Oh, and what an athletic rebound there. Diving was Bowen. Couldn't find a teammate, though. Gave it away. Quick release, a little off to the left was Kaiser. Quick possessions here from both teams. It's been hard to find scoring early in this first quarter. Trumbach on Hirschberger. She goes inside. Into the trees was Peterson. Long pass corralled and blocked by Long. Hirschberger down to Long. The turn, mid-range, knocks it in. Caroline Long having herself a good first quarter. Chloe Koska unable to defend that move. The Vikings really packing it in. Down low. That three short, out of bounds. Koska. So we'll see Lydia Brogan check in. We'll have a timeout on the floor. Much of what we expected here in this first quarter. Great defense from both sides. Turnovers. Again, we will be mentioning how effective those will be. The Thunder able to force those, but so far only 5 to 6 in this first one.
Yeah, and I think it'll also come down to which team can finish better. Obviously, we saw both teams have a little bit more, a few wide open looks that they were just unable to convert. But yeah, I think it might be a low scoring game for both teams.
Yeah, defensively, both of these teams very strong. As we mentioned, the Thunder defensively ranked 3rd in the conference, only allowing 62.5 points per game. North Park 65.4, so not a huge difference between those teams. And the scoring from either team low as well. Thunder ranking last, North Park right above them. So usually a slugfest when either of these two teams enter a matchup, and we're seeing that on display here in this first quarter.
Yeah, but North Park definitely looked to be playing a little bit more on the up-tempo rather than Wheaton, who was a little bit more content to pass around the key and trying to figure out a shot.
Certainly they've tried to get creative. So far, though, the defense have had the answers. That'll be dribbled off the foot of Brogan. Oliver quickly, Trumbach, good pass. Found herself underneath the hoop. Couldn't get that one to go. Getting some fast breaks, unable to convert though on these fast break opportunities in transition. Both teams have been trying to set things up offensively, and the fast break opportunities just haven't quite been there. That's Bowen at the elbow. Spin around, short. Oliver corrals it. She works on Bowen. Oh, rejected again by Long. She's had her hand in the way often here. Don't know if that was intended for Oliver or Trumbach. Will be a turnover, and Ferwerda will check in for Petra. Ferwerda, the 5'8" freshman guard out of Grand Rapids. Getting her first minutes in this contest, as that three-pointer won't go. Teresa Morrissey out of Chicago, Illinois. Oliver, good move, kick out, corner three. Off the iron again. Good rebound there though from Koska, keeps the offense on this end of the floor. Now under 2. Early, three-pointer. Kaiser off the back. Vikings slow it up. Hirschberger. Peterson thought about the corner three, didn't get that. Kaiser, get her on the reach. Just a hair late. She read that one all the way in, didn't she?
Yeah, right there. A little bit more wrist than ball, unfortunately. But great tenacity by Kaiser.
She needed about a half more second and she would have been intercepting that one. Now under 90 seconds in this first quarter. Long, guarded by Kaiser, dishes out Hirschberger. Pulls up from the top of the key. We got a foul on for Werda. That will send Hirschberger to the line. First opportunity to get on the scoring sheet for her. Yeah, right in that landing zone. See that often with the 3 ball. That deep 2 though. Send Hirschberger to the line where she's shooting 75%. Cash is the first and knocks down second. Lauren Ham checking in for Chloe Koska. Five, 8 now. The Thunder trail. In a scoring drought, looking to get some points here. Kaiser, draw a foul. We'll see if they give that one to Long. They will. It'll be her first, only the second team foul. They'll protect her though the rest of this first quarter. Have Bowen check in. Kaiser navigates that one in the air, directing the ball with her body for the first one to go. That one no good. Rebound though from Brogan. Ham pulls up. Oh, rattles that one home. She's a good shooter. She thought about the 3. Held it down, took a step. Much needed points, 3 points on that trip. Tying it up, Hirschberger no good. 40 seconds now. Opportunity to take the lead. Oliver. Sizing up Peterson. We get an offensive foul. Good take there from Peterson. Yep. Smart move. Oliver trying to twist toward the baseline. Vikings will look to take the last shot here. 10 seconds left. See who they go to. Inside Bowen on the floor. 3 seconds left. 3 seconds in the lane on the floor. 0.2, not usually enough time to do anything. So neither team able to get to double figures in this first quarter. But I think that last play is indicative of what we've seen on the floor. A grind here, 8-8. What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, it is going to be a gritty game. Obviously, North Park has drawn 2 charges against Wheaton players. And I think it's going to be a physical game. Obviously, not a ton of other fouls being called, but Bowen on the ground called for the 3 seconds, but she had no one to pass to, surrounded by 3 Wheaton players. I'd be interested to see if Wheaton start to press North Park. Watching an earlier North Park game this season, their commentators made the comment that pretty much everyone presses North Park. And so I'm curious if Wheaton will come out in the second quarter and press them. And I think that press has caused North Park some issues, which is one of the reasons why they are only 1 in severance in conference play.
Yeah, the turnovers as well. We saw 5 from North Park in that first quarter, 3 from Wheaton. So overall, well done from the Thunder to clean things up. As we mentioned, 30 in their last one. So a good start, clean basketball from both sides. Those 2 blocks from Long played a key role in keeping the offensive scoring low. So we get underway for the second quarter. Thunder will start. Hunter. Oh, good dish to Brogan. Good connection there. Hunter drawing 2 defenders. Brogan with the backdoor cut. The 5'9" freshman out of East Lansing, Michigan. Getting some points. And the lead back for the Thunder. Hirschberger gonna get a travel called there. That's because she ran right into Hunter. It's Koska and Hunter swarming in on that one. So far, this Wheaton team has kept Hirschberger in check. Her only points coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, Wheaton's got a young team out on the court right now. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up and how they play.
Yeah, good to see the depth here from the Thunder. Brogan a travel of back-to-back travels now.
Thought about that three, but decided not to, and unfortunately picked up her foot on that one.
Lost her feet. She'll head to the bench. Lily Caddo check in, and Caddo's really started to play well down the stretch so far as we hit halfway point through this conference schedule.
Yeah, she has. She's averaging 11.8 points per game in her last 5 games, including 23 and a loss to Illinois Wesleyan, who is undefeated in the CCIW. And I thought Wheaton played really well. I know you called that game, Tyler.
Yeah, it was a great matchup. Went all the way down to the wire. Illinois Wesleyan just too good there in the fourth quarter, but the Thunder held with them the whole time. They got themselves a pretty big lead too, and it just slowly was whittled away. But yeah, both teams played great in that one, and Caddo had herself a night. Jenna Hunter as well. But it's good to see them getting going. Obviously, we mentioned we are at the halfway mark of the conference season. Both these teams trying to get going. The Vikings 1-7 in the CCIW. The Thunder 2-5. So a much needed win for both teams. As you mentioned at the start of this one is Hunter once again getting the scoring in the paint, and that's where we've seen the damage from both teams. It has not been much shooting from very far away.
Yeah, no, both teams don't shoot very well from 3, so I would expect a lot of points in the paint. North Park scored 40 points in the paint in their loss to Carroll, their last game on Wednesday.
So that 3 was no good. Hunter crowding the rebound almost at mid-court. She pulls up. That one just off the mark.
Yeah, both teams really struggling to find the basket today. Unfortunately, just shots are just not falling. I think personally that both teams are taking pretty good shot selection. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I agree. They've had some open looks. I think the ball movement has just been a little slow from both teams. Oh, that dish, good. That's Morrissey hitting the first three-pointer for either team. Now 1 for 4. Are the Vikings with the answer? That'll be off the top. The support for the basket, no good there. The 5th three-pointer the Thunder have attempted, all 5 haven't found their way in. But I think the drive and dish, as we saw in that last possession for the Vikings, will be key. If they can start at least attempting good looks from the three-point line and forcing this Thunder defense to spread out a little bit, they might find more success down low. Hirschberger driving in, miscommunication there on the cut from Long. Bowen able to corral it. She'll take it straight to the hoop. A little short. Ham now. Oh, I think she wanted Caddo and tried to hold it back the last second. In transition, Hirschberger rejected by Oliver. Over the top and getting back, just knocking that one away.
Yeah, the fans behind us really like that one from Kate.
Yeah, Hirschberger only 5'6", Kate Oliver 5'10", so has some height in that one.
But yeah, such a great recovery from Kate on that one too. Got another turnover for North Park. Peterson called for the travel.
Kate Oliver 6th in the conference in block shots, averaging about 0.8 per game.
Just hit her average right there.
Yeah, right there. She continues to block shots well. And the travel called. Vikings still lead 13-12. Hunter just able to corral the ball before going up with it.
Watch out when Hunter gets hot, because she gets confident, and every bucket she is looking for that rim.
She now has half of the 14 points for the Thunder. There'll be contact there. Sending Long to the line. And get Lauren Ham.
Coming over to help, I think, Hunter.
First one good from Long. 3 for 3 as a team are the Vikings. Now 4 for 4. Maybe that'll be key to their offense, getting to the free throw line. Shooting the ball well today. As a team, they shoot just under 70% from the free throw line, but perfect so far. They regain the lead. Stradinger now in for the Thunder. They'll turn it over. The extra pass, unable to go. That three, off the mark, 2, and multiple chances on this trip. Caroline Long now back to the free throw line. I think that was Naomi Kaskovich on that first look, on that extra pass. Couldn't get that to go. Offensive rebound, missed shot, offensive rebound again. Along to the line. We'll get ourselves a stoppage. I think we're seeing the intensity ratchet up just a little bit, especially rebounding from both these teams. As we mentioned, Long 5th in the conference in rebounding.
Yeah, and she's the closest player they have to a post player. I expect her to be rebounding the heck out of the ball for them. And obviously getting to the line, as you mentioned, Tyler, might be key for North Park, as they're perfect from the line so far.
And Caroline Long, the junior forward, 5'10", out of Kokomo, Indiana. Played well so far. She has 8 points with a chance to get 2 more. Hunter with 7. And I think we're going to see, it might be whoever scores the most points between those two wins this ball game for their side.
For sure, and then you cannot count out Hirschberger or Kate Oliver for Wheaton and Hirschberger for North Park.
We mentioned those 11 points that led the team in the loss at Augustana from Kate Oliver. And even though she only has 2 points so far, she slowly always seems to get that number up. She's been quiet, but she knows how to get hot quickly, as you mentioned. So we'll see who they lean on. So far, it's been Hunter. It's the first free throw good from Long. They continue to shoot the ball well from the free throw line. Now 6 of 6. The Thunder are 2 of 4. Kaiser and Hunter both went 1 of 2. Thunder now trails 17-14. Tying the largest lead of the game. Neither team has really been able to separate. Oliver trying to get that one out to Ham. It just threw it away. The Thunder will call a timeout. Coach Madsen, I think, probably a little bit frustrated with the way the offense has come out early. They just seem a little bit discombobulated out there. We've seen some passes that have been well wide of their targets. I don't know if that's attributed to miscommunication, if they're running up plays. You know, it's you talk about in football, a quarterback and a wide receiver, they have to be on the same page. And you never know whose fault it is if they ran the wrong route, threw the wrong ball, and so far it's been a lot of that for this Thunder offense.
Yeah, they just have not been stretching the North Park defense really well, Tyler. North Park's been playing them with a zone. I think most teams have played Wheaton with a zone, and it's been quite successful. And so I think Wheaton needs to have a better communication, but I think just more movement. We've not seen a lot of movement like backdoor cuts and things like that. So maybe that's what Coach Madsen's going to be talking to them about.
Yeah, the Thunder shooting 37% from the field as a team coming into this one. The Vikings 39%. And you want to have a creative offense, give yourself multiple ways of scoring, although sometimes it feels like they just need to find Hunter down low and keep relying on her to get the job done. And obviously you want to be able to score in different ways, but sometimes it just feels like when one thing's working, stick with that, and it's hard to know, how many different plays do you draw up, or do you just keep kind of relying on your stars to get the job done. An empty possession there from the Vikings. Cato out to Oliver, guarded by Peterson. She'll dish it back out. Ham, Kaiser. Now Hunter. Hard to get movement down low. Oliver will try. Peterson forced a tough shot. Inside look. Snagged by Cato. Hunter in transition. Yes. Right through Caroline Long.
Yeah, wonderful play by Hunter there, avoiding the foul. And yeah, maybe you're right, Tyler. Maybe at least to the end of this half, give the ball to Jenna Hunter and see what she can do. Might be Wheaton's playbook.
Morrissey unable to answer with the 3 ball. Chance to get back in front. Cato, long 3. Off the mark, rebound Long. Set things back up.
Yeah, sorry, Tyler. What do you think about Wheaton shooting threes? We've talked multiple times that they're not the strongest at shooting threes this season. So yeah, what do you think about that?
I think when they're open, you still have to take them. You got to trust that your shooters, we know they can make them, even though they don't shoot them particularly well. But it also is kind of a gut check for this defense. They want to be able to allow some openings down low to get Hunter these looks, because it's been suffocating when they're able to have this zone that really collapses inside. The 3 ball hurts the zone. It forces the zone to push out towards the arc. So far, the Vikings have been able to do a good job defensively, just staying compact, relying on Long and her defense. Granted, the Thunder on the other side doing the same thing. Jenna Hunter defensively, Kate Oliver, Kaiser. They've all just kind of stayed down low and are willing to give up that long ball, as you see right here, even on these possessions. They're not really collapsing very tight. And it's forcing some confusion, I think, on this offense, because they don't know where to generate the looks, because that drive is just not going anywhere for Oliver. Knocked away by Peterson. So we get to 90 seconds left in this first half. Hirschberger to Bowen. Guarded by Kaiser. Kaiser been relatively quiet in this first half. We know that she too is a player that can get hot at any moment, as that'll be dribbled off Ham's foot. Looks like we're going to kick ball violation. Maybe a little bit generous there. I couldn't see if that was kicked or just dribbled off her foot. Either way, that'll bump the shot clock back up 20 seconds. Kaskovich trying to find Long. Get a screen from her instead, and I think we're going to get an illegal screen there, an offensive foul from Long, and that will send her to the bench. She picks up her second. Don't want her getting a third here in this first half. Morrissey checking in. Oliver pulls up. That one no good. The shooting has not been great from either team. So we hit under 50 seconds. Oh, good take. Hirschberger couldn't see if that was knocked away or she just simply lost the handles. Either way, it'll stay here. Hirschberger guarded by Trumbach. You know what a great defensive player she is. Oh, good cut. Unable to find their target though. And the communication.
Oh man, Kate wasn't looking.
Yeah, Kaiser wanted to push it to Oliver. Thankfully, they were able to get a stop because that would have been unfortunate after they forced the empty possession. Now 10 seconds left, chance to take the lead here late in the first half. Oliver pulls up early in the shot clock. Gets that one to go. And one, send herself to the line. Early in I thought she would wait a little bit longer here to really drain the clock, but she just saw her opportunity and went straight up. Gets the three-point play. Big bucket there for momentum. Vikings have a chance though, 3 seconds. Bowen pulls up. Ooh, almost. Thunder trailed for most of that second quarter. Kate Oliver, though, with a big take there right at the end. The and one. So we see the shooting percentage from both teams not very good so far.
Yeah, no, Wheaton haven't made a three-pointer in this game yet. And even though their free throw percentage is at 60%, they've only shot a handful of free throws. So that can definitely go up. But a lot of rebounds, meaning a lot of shots are going up, and there's opportunities for points that have been left out.
Yeah, both teams are going to look to come out of the half shooting a little bit better. So we'll see who's able to sneak away from the other team. But so far, it's been back and forth. Certainly the second half looks like it's going to be a good one. Please join us as we come back for second half action as the Thunder lead 19-17 at the break.
In the beginning, God created. He created them. As God's image bearers, we are offered a sacred opportunity to reflect God's attributes. Through His inspiration, we embark on a journey of discovery, learning how He has gifted us to imagine, experiment, and explore. We embrace the mystery of the yet to be and seek to bring the unknown to light. These acts of creativity reflect our Maker, and so we become His reflections. Author, sculptor, weaver, orchestrator, gardener, craftsman, designer. And yet, we ourselves are unfinished works, being developed, inspired, and supported. To lean into these creative endeavors, we must practice vulnerability, vision, discipline, and commitment. While art often emerges quickly, it takes a lifetime to achieve the works that God has for us. The creator's journey requires both collaboration and solitude, time for rough ideas and polished performances. Artists have a special calling to articulate God's glory for the world to experience and understand through a human lens. This is the sacred call that compels us to live for Christ and His kingdom. At Wheaton, you will find a Christ-centered community of artistic and academic excellence. It is a grace-filled campus that is designed to nurture your skills and scholarship to pursue His calling. Whether you're in the classroom, the art studio, on stage, in chapel, alone, or with close friends, you'll flourish at Wheaton College. Consider your artistic potential and how it could change the world. How has God called you to reflect His glory? Explore the arts at Wheaton and rise to your God-given potential.
Every corner of Wheaton College holds a story of growth. The Wheaton Fund is at the heart of these stories, transforming lives for Christ and His kingdom. The Wheaton Fund is more than just financial support. It is the financial lifeblood of Wheaton College, empowering every aspect of our mission. Your contributions to the Wheaton Fund ensure that the students, faculty, and staff have the resources they need to thrive and make an impact for Christ. Your contributions assist in supporting spiritual formation through chapel and small groups, providing financial aid through need-based and academic scholarships, enriching faculty with competitive salaries and development opportunities, enhancing career development through the Center for Vocation and Career, equipping athletics with essential resources, strengthening campus ministries with training, support staff, and mission opportunities, improving facilities to create a better learning environment, and enhancing academic services to support every student's education. By supporting the Wheaton Fund, you help shape the future of Wheaton College and its students. Join us in empowering the next generation of Wheaties to build the church and benefit society.
One of the things that drew me to Wheaton was how much the students, staff, and faculty support each other in music and as people. And that's not something that I see as much at the collegiate level, and I think that has to speak volumes for how strong faith is here in the college and the community of students and faculty and staff all working together to communicate and support each other, and that was one of the things that drew me here, was seeing that environment. Being music, there's such a high standard, and I feel like a lot of times we strive for this idea of perfection in performance, which puts almost an unachievable expectation on ourselves. And it's really the beauty in the imperfections, or the beauty in what makes us human, that can make the music really special, which is why, we don't have robots playing the French horn. We have people playing the French horn. And I found that environment very naturally here at Wheaton. Already existing was this community of people who love and support each other and lift each other up. And that's what I really, really like about teaching here and working with the students at Wheaton. When I first came to rehearsal and I heard all of the hard work the students were putting in to make music, I was honestly impressed and kind of shocked. I think it is a smaller community, but the playing level and the expectation levels are very high here, which is fantastic for these musicians for their growth. And they get to perform in an ensemble that is professional quality, with faculty as mentors who are really working with them to grow and to meet the expectations and demands of the music that they're working on. The repertoire the college chooses for the ensembles is what we play in professional ensembles, and I think that's a really great experience for them and invaluable in preparing them for life outside of college. I will be performing Mozart's Third Horn Concerto for horn in E-flat major, and I will be performing on a historic instrument, which is this one right here. And this instrument actually has a couple different names. It's called the natural horn, the classical horn, and sometimes called the hand horn. During the classical era, this instrument does not have valves because valves were not yet invented. So during Mozart's time, all of the music that was written for horn is written using the harmonic series of the instruments, which is all of the available notes on the open instrument. So as you can imagine, it's not a full chromatic scalar, not even scalar, really. So partway through the 1700s, there's a man named Anton Joseph Hampel, who is credited with inventing, or rather developing, the hand horn or hand stopping technique, which is where instead of using our valves on our left hand like normally we would on our modern instruments, we use our right hand in the bell in different positions to change the pitch of the horn. So we can get a full scalar or a full chromatic scale on the horn.
When I came to Wheaton, I felt welcome. I felt the students loved one another. This was a place where I can really see myself growing. It just felt like home.
Wheaton will make you aware of how important community is.
I couldn't feel alone because people were just always around me, encouraging me.
When people are connected with others, you can't help but be joyful.
Wheaton will help you grow in your relationship with Jesus.
I get to learn things through the lens of my faith.
Wheaton will surprise you.
Wheaton students are really focused on excellence, all framed within the view of service.
To be here where it's okay to ask the hard questions, I think has kept me walking with the Lord.
We're called to be servant leaders as Christians just because anything that we gain on this earth is not our personal gain. It's all because of Jesus.
Wheaton matters because we will produce students who are more like Jesus than when they first came into college.
There's so many essential pieces of what it means to be human encapsulated here at Wheaton.
What makes Wheaton home, for me at least, is really just the people.
The people I met here made Wheaton home.
It actually feels like home.
It just felt like home.
Wheaton will feel like home.
Wheaton will change your life. Get comfortable. This place is amazing.
Welcome back. Just about to get underway into this second half. That first half, a defensive battle. 19 points scored for the Thunder, 17 for the Vikings. The Vikings led for nearly 11 minutes in that first half. The Thunder only 6. But there at the end, a big shot from Kate Oliver, netting the free throw too to get 3 points. So we see that field goal percentage, 20% for the Vikings, just under 30 for the Thunder. Only 1 3 ball, 1 of 7 were the Vikings. Thunder 0 of 6. And they're going to look to get that going a little bit better, that shooting. I don't know if it'll be from the 3 ball, but hopefully from the floor. The first quarter, the Thunder shot 21% from the field, then bumped that up to 38%, so they shot better in that second quarter. The Vikings, on the other hand, 25 down to 15. They're going to want to get that shooting back up. That first possession, no good from long. Stephanie, what'd you see in that first half?
Yeah, I saw Wheaton just a little disjointed at moments. I know we talked about right at halftime, I should say. Oh, beautiful by Kate Oliver to score, hopefully to get Wheaton started. But there was a play where Grace Kaiser read the ball and was intercepted it and then passed it to Kate, who was not looking at all, and unfortunately that was a turnover by Wheaton. And so, yeah, I think I'm looking for Wheaton just to play a little bit more connected.
And maybe that will come from Kate Oliver, as that shot from Hirschberger was almost acrobatic. Oh, good find. Cato rolls it in. Jenna Hunter, a quick 4 points for this Thunder offense out of the break.
Yeah, and Hunter's back in double digits after being held to 7 points last game, so that's huge for her.
Yeah, Jenna Hunter had 9 points in that first half, now up to 11. Kate Oliver up to 7 now with 5 in that first half. So just as we were talking about how quick, shot clock violation there, didn't catch the rim on that attempt, Bowen. So we're gonna see Peterson check in for Kaskovich. The turnovers were held in check. Only 8 from the Thunder offense. It's much better than the 30 they had coming in from the last contest. We're able to force 12. That turnaround jumper at the block, no good. And that pass unable to be corralled from Hirschberger. See if Cato pushes the pace. Oliver, slow it up. Kaiser, 3. Needed it. That'll force a timeout from the Vikings off a scoring run here. 7 points now into this third quarter. A big 3 ball finally had to go for the Thunder.
Yes, they finally made their first 3-pointer, and Tyler and I talked, I know earlier in that second quarter, about Wheaton not shooting the ball really well at 3 from distance, I should say. But I think you were saying, even if they make 1 or 2 per game, that just opens up the floor for people like Jenna Hunter to do the work in the key.
Yeah, the Thunder have, in that first half, had 14 points in the paint of their 19 points that they had. So most of their scoring coming from inside. Finally able to get something going from beyond the arc. Grace Kaiser, who shoots at around 25% from beyond this season. Now 1 of 3 today, and now both teams 1 of 7.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for both teams because the third quarter is where they struggle the most. They give up nearly 30 more points than they score against their opponents, and so both teams will be looking to break the other team, I think, in this third quarter.
Vikings out of that timeout, hoping to get something going here. Long Couldn't find Bowen. Decides to pull up. Short. Hunter in the way.
Really good defense by Wheaton there.
And straight to the hoop. Kate Oliver and one once again. Igniting King Arena. She has a chance to extend this run to 10 points.
Yeah, that's 3 fouls on Long already.
Oh yes. From Oliver. She's caught a little fire, and Long will have to go to the bench, as you mentioned, with those 3 fouls. Bowen now. Peterson. 3 Thunder defenders swarming. Morrissey. Bowen, 6 on the shot clock. Just nothing going for the Vikings offense. And quickly, in transition, Jenna Hunter.
Yeah, smart play by Hirschberger not to foul and just let Hunter take that basket.
This Thunder team likes to heat up in the second half. They do their best scoring in this half. What a find. And it's all Wheaton Thunder. In a thunderous third quarter. Be another timeout called.
Yeah, they just went on a 12-0 run, Tyler.
Yeah, Coach Radenkovic.
Excuse me, 14. I'm sorry. Live stream just updated.
What is she going to be telling her team here in the break? They've just been unable to get things going offensively. The shots that they've had to put up have been from beyond and haven't been close. What do they need to do to get some offense going here? Try to chip away at this Thunder lead.
Yeah, I think it starts with Hirschberger. She has barely touched the ball. We saw her lose control of a pass, which she is left-handed, so I wonder if that pass, as she was running up that right side, just couldn't quite corral it with her right hand. But I think it starts with getting Hirschberger the ball and seeing what she can do. Just maybe to ignite the offense, kind of like how Wheaton was relying on Jenna Hunter a lot in that first half.
Yeah, Hirschberger only with 4 points so far. 2 of those came from the free throw line. And it's been tough sledding. 10 points for Long, 4 for Hirschberger, 3 for Morrissey. And that's the 17 points for the Vikings. A little bit more balanced on offense for the Thunder. 2 from Trumbach on that last possession. Kate Oliver, 10. Kaiser, 4. Hunter's got 13. Ham and Brogan both have a bucket. Someone else has to step up for this Vikings offense. And as you mentioned, it probably needs to be Hirschberger. As Layla Murray is checked in for the Vikings. That'll be a foul called on Cato. Her second. First of the half. Maybe it needs to come from the free throw line. They've gone 6 of 6 so far. Granted, that was only Long and Hirschberger at the line. And right now, Long is on the bench. Another empty possession for North Park's offense. Koska into Brogan, working on Bowen. Oliver thought about pulling up, and we're gonna get 3 seconds in the lane on Lydia Brogan, I believe. Vikings finally able to at least have somewhat of a stand defensively.
Yeah, that was really good defense by Bowen on Brogan. She just was bottled up and had to pass it out.
That take, no good for Murray. I think we're gonna see the Thunder offense hopefully try to slow it up a little bit here. Protect this lead. Cato. Look at the movement now from the ball. At 3, no good. Rebound, Koska unable to get it to go with the offensive board. Hirschberger swarmed by Thunder defenders. Oliver going to take it straight into Bowen.
That last possession, the passing was great. Unfortunately, Kate just missed that 3, and Koska was unable to finish.
We'll see some new faces for the Vikings.
Yeah, a rare moment where Hirschberger has come off.
Yeah, she's played so far. I think this is her first time heading towards the bench. It's a good cut there from Kaiser. We're going to get a travel called. Ham checks in for the Thunder. Gladney in for the Vikings. Kaskovich back in as well. Gladney pulls up, free throw line, off the bench. Gladney, the 5'4" freshman out of Taylor, Michigan, getting the offense going.
That was a really nice shot.
They needed that one. Maybe Gladney needed to be in a couple minutes ago. Brogan. Ham. Thunder work it around the arc. Oliver finding a lane, driving in, no good. Rebound Bowen. 33-19. The Thunder lead. Intercepted. Chloe. Oh, wanted to find Oliver. Oh, good find. A good finish from Murray. Ham cutting in just as Oliver was intending to find her. Paige Furwerda checking in. See if the Vikings can add to the mini run they're on. Hirschberger's back in. We knew she wouldn't be on the bench for long, and yes, they needed that. A little 6-point run cut the lead down to 10. Furwerda. Kaiser, corner 3. Oh yes. Grace Kaiser. Big corner 3. She's now 2 from 2 in the second half. A jump ball, that'll go the other way.
Good awareness by Kate Oliver there, just realizing that the North Park player was kind of bottled up and just reached in. Didn't have to be too physical either.
Good takeaway. Just as the Vikings were trying to get something going, Grace Kaiser on that last possession. Able to net the 3 ball, but that pass knocked away. Ham to inbound, throws it up top, Kaiser. Furwerda, over to Ham. Brogan guarded well. Oliver tries to drive baseline, turn around. No good, good defense. Shot clock went off. Shouldn't have, we're gonna foul called against Furwerda. Second. Yeah, Furwerda just trying to wrestle the ball away on the rebound, unable to do so. Under 2. See if the Vikings can build on a little bit of offense they found. That 3 ball short. Oh, good rebound from Bowen. Took it away from Oliver. Hirschberger. Murray. Vikings trying to find a lane. Took a step. That was Bowen trying to take advantage of the lane she saw, just couldn't get the ball on the ground quick enough. Kate Oliver gets a much needed rest along with Kaiser. Hunter back in, joined by Caddo. Safe to say Coach Madsen's feeling relatively confident with the way his team's playing at the moment. Eight on the shot clock, fires a three. Lauren Ham.
With Hirschberger in her face, what a play.
And the scoring has come alive in this third quarter for the Thunder. Under a minute now, the Vikings. Oh, good take. Too strong, though, was Murray. Brogan, long pass. Hunter corrals it and draws the foul on Bowen. That'll be her second. Hunter back to the line. First one goes. 14 points now for Hunter. And the 15th, good. Jenna Hunter averaging 7.8 per game. That'll bump up with her performance today in a much needed conference matchup. 41-23. Strong take, Murray. Brogan didn't give her much. Shot clock turned off. Caddo goes left, no good. Hunter going for the board. Off her hands, 8.3. Don't know if North Park was quite ready to go. Hirschberger, no, knocked away. Lydia Brogan. And what a third quarter from this Thunder offense. They hadn't had stuff going their way in that first half. Shooting 57% in that third quarter. 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Held North Park to just 6 points. A lot to like there for the Thunder in that third.
For sure, for sure. It felt like they were a little bit more connected, and both getting Jenna Hunter and Kate Oliver hot was really, really good for Wheaton. And Hunter actually sat out, I'd say, for a good chunk of that third quarter, which is good for Wheaton, as she can probably play most of, if not all of that fourth quarter, and hopefully put this game officially to rest.
Yeah, those 12 turnovers have been a good mark so far for this Thunder offense. Good to see a clean basketball game. Able to limit some of the troubles that they've had with those turnovers. As we mentioned, it's been a bit of a struggle. They average 18.5 turnovers per game. So far, though, only 12.
Yeah, something I've noticed that's such a credit to Wheaton's defense is Hirschberger has often had Paige Verwerda on her. And Verwerda is a freshman, and Hirschberger is a very seasoned junior. And if she's not willing to drive on Verwerda, I think that's a really, like such a compliment to her.
And we'll see Stradinger in for this fourth quarter with Hunter, Brogan, Caddo, and Verwerda. A tough take, Long, fighting for the rebound. Is Peterson, Long back into the game. Oh, great bounce. The Vikings needed that one. Ava Couture, the 5'9" freshman out of Leesburg, Indiana. A big shot. If they're going to find their way back in, it might be some good shooting beyond the arc. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Good defensive stand there from the Vikings.
Yeah, I think Hunter tripped over someone in the key, and that might have messed up Wheaton up a little bit.
Long takes it in. Vikings needed her back. 13 points now, just the lead for the Thunder. So we'll see Kaiser and Oliver get ready to check back in. Brogan. Ham. Excuse me, that was Furwerda. No good though. Vikings on a little run of their own. Pull up, jumper, no good. Long, strong with the board. That time good. Hirschberger. Once again, the Vikings trying to fight their way back. We need a timeout call. Coach Madsen wants to get Kaiser and Oliver back in. Looks like we'll see Trumbach check back in too. Vikings starting to find a little bit of a rhythm here offensively. Of course, coming from Caroline Long, they definitely need her back in. We mentioned that foul trouble that she was in.
Yeah, Wheaton had their younger lineup on the court and unfortunately weren't quite able to get anything going really offensively, and yeah, North Park found some really good success just driving into that, into the key.
Yeah, it's 12 points now for Long with 8 from Hirschberger. Long's definitely been their key player.
For sure, and Wheaton now has their starting lineup back in.
Long with 8 rebounds to go along with their 12 points. Put her on double-double watch. Kate Oliver, 10 points, 5 rebounds, those 2 blocks, 4 assists. Of course, Jenna Hunter having herself a game as well, 6 rebounds with her 15 points. Why not? We'll put her on double-double watch too if she can get 4 boards. Is that mid-range no good? Corralled her own miss. Oliver, 2 more out of the timeout. 13 points the lead for the Thunder. So we're under 8 left in this matchup. Well, that would have been a big 3 for the Vikings. Morrissey. Morrissey, who had that 3-pointer. She's now 1 of 5. Cato. Kaiser. Oliver pulls up. No good. Guess who's there? Trumbach. But she left her feet. I think she wanted to go back up with it.
Yeah, good defense. I think that was Long on Trumbach because she had a wide shot for a second, and I think that's when her feet left, and she said, "Oh no, there's someone right there."
Vikings will take any stops they can. And Morrissey just dribbled that one right into Hunter's arms. I don't even know if Hunter expected the ball to be right in her hands. Takeaway. Trumbach. Hunter working on Long. Cato. Short gets her own board and gets that one to go. The Vikings have cleared out. Nobody underneath. Fighting for the rebound.
Yeah, always follow your shot, and Wheaton is proving that that is true.
Yeah, certainly important. Cato and Oliver getting their own misses. Oh, Peterson with a cut. Although, strong turnaround take. Couture. She's got 5 points here in this 4th quarter. Trumbach. Get a foul. That'll be the first against Couture. She'll check out. Murray and Bowen in. Morrissey will join. Sure to the bench. Under 6. 18 on the shot clock. The Thunder will look to use all of it. Drain this timeout. That long two won't go from Hunter.
Yeah, good look though.
Now every possession here for the Vikings, they're gonna want to try to get points. Get out of this 13-point deficit. There's Bowen. Hirschberger, can she catch fire in this fourth? Really stripped away. Oh, once again,
that's
Bowen.
tough. Sorry, Tyler. Wheaton just miscommunicated on that rebound and bounced off a Cato, and Oliver had it for a second, and it's back to being North Park ball.
Yeah, fortunate to keep it for the Vikings. It's been a tough shooting day from Bowen. She's 0 of 5 from the floor. She does have 8 rebounds, though. Another turnover. Thunder will look for another long possession, trying to end it with some points. Trumbuck finding Oliver. She's guarded by Peterson. Hunter down low. Tough matchup. Bowen unable to affect the shot. Jenna Hunter with a couple more.
She might get to 20 tonight, or this afternoon. I keep saying tonight. It is the afternoon here at Wheaton, in Wheaton.
Yeah, it's a cloudy day. It certainly feels like nighttime out there. It's been freezing cold. Makes everything feel like night. It's a good take there from Long, able to get Oliver off her feet. And I think if they want to get themselves a chance, I'd like to see Long continue to drive in and draw in contact, trying to get some points with the clock stopped.
Her first miss of the afternoon.
And she's now 4 of 5. Gets the second. Time not on the side of the Vikings.
Ooh.
Coach Madsen scratching his head a little bit on that decision.
Yeah, it was a rocket of a pass, but nowhere near Jenna Hunter, unfortunately.
And no need for a quick turnover there. Vikings only lost about 3 seconds off the clock. Bowen. Oh, good for Bowen to see one go through. Her first of 7 attempts. She's been fighting hard all game. She's got those 8 boards. Needed to see one go through. Kaiser, Oliver. Kick ball. That'll bump that shot clock back up to 20 seconds. Coach Madsen calling out 2 for the inbounds play. Get it in. Oliver. Oh, good move. Put Peterson in the spin cycle.
Yeah, her and Hunter are just so good spinning and moving towards the basket.
Oh, Hirschberger wanted Bowen. Oliver once again up to 14 points, just above her average of 13.6 per game. As you mentioned, Hunter 17. A good night for Kaiser too. As we mentioned, she had a quiet first half. She's now got 7 points on those 2 big 3-pointers that were needed to get that run going in the third quarter, especially when the Vikings tried to chip away.
And Kaiser's also had some nice steals, too.
Yeah, it's been tough for this Vikings offense, only to 35 points. And for a team that usually averages 57 points, they're well below that. The Thunder offense, on the other hand, who average about 56, look to be right on pace. Defensively, though, they've been stout. That third best team in the conference defensively has showed up this afternoon. See a little bit of pressure from the Vikings. They'll quickly drop off. Surprising, with only 3 minutes left, not to see a little bit more pressure. Oliver draws contact, late whistle. Certainly was contacted in the air. That was on Peterson. Once again, good from the line. She's perfect, 3 of 3.
Yeah, she's shooting 90% from the free throw line in her last 5 games, and it's only going to keep going up when she makes both of them.
Yeah, free throws have been her MO this season, by far pacing the team from the charity stripe. 3 minutes now and a 16-point lead. Long, step back, off the back iron. Rebound corralled by Trumbach. We'll look to slow things up. Cato. Guarded tightly by Gladney. Thunder offense look to be content to bleed out this shot clock. Hunter. Oh, good find from Oliver. She's close now, 19 points. Gladney. Stripped away. Kate Oliver might have just sealed the deal. Right in the way. And the backboard's thankful she didn't slam that one home.
For sure. I was just thinking right before Kate stole the ball that Wheaton was not going to give up defensively, even with like 2 minutes left, that they are still playing that tough defense, and Kate proved me right there.
Yeah, certainly nice to see the Thunder come in and play their game. Didn't shoot well in the first half, didn't deter them. They got things going, a great third quarter. Would certainly have liked to have been a fly on the wall in that halftime speech from Coach Madsen. Certainly fired something up. Would be a much needed conference win for the Thunder. So the Vikings get a second chance on this trip. Hirschberger, too strong. Big crowd by Stradinger. Quick timeout just to get the subs in. Chloe Koska, Paige Furward up, checking in.
Yeah, this will be a huge victory for Wheaton because Carthage is beating Augustana 71-48.
Good takeaway there. Hirschberger getting a couple more. So it looks like in the 99th meeting between these two teams, the Thunder will improve to 82-17. So it's been quite some domination in recent years. Oh, what a good take there from Long. She's had herself a good scoring day, 15 points, 8 rebounds. The remaining seconds tick away.
Oh.
Ham. 9 left on the shot clock. She'll work on Hirschberger. Good move. Oh, just losing at the last second. Knocked away by Hirschberger. No.
I think they called a shot clock violation on that. I think the time expired right before that ball went out.
Looks like so. And the Thunder will be at Elmhurst on the 28th. It'll be 7 o'clock to take on another conference foe. That'll be a big matchup. Of course, we'd invite you to stick around to watch the guys take on North Park after this one. But a great win from the Wheaton Thunder. Kate Oliver, 18 points, those 2 blocks, 6 rebounds. Jenna Hunter, 19 points, 6 boards. It's a great all-around team performance. They really stepped up. And what a third quarter that was, and a whole half. Look at the game stats we brought up in that first half and how they look now.
Yeah, no, Wheaton pushing that field goal percentage over 10% where they were. 3-point, they were at 0% before the half, and Kaiser made a couple. And then free throw percentage, getting to the line. Yeah, limiting those turnovers, I think that was a really, really big thing for Wheaton.
Exciting matchup here. As we mentioned, join us for the guys' game as they take on North Park next. The next matchup here at home will be against Carthage on the 4th for this women's Thunder team. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tyler, joined alongside by my partner Stephanie. Signing off here from King Arena.